Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, we're going to be exposing these mofos today, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So as you guys know, Russell Westbrook made some headlines yesterday because after going unsigned for so long, and a lot of us were wondering, like, damn, is Russell Westbrook going to be out of the NBA now? He finally got picked up by the Sacramento Kings. And a lot of people were kind of rejoicing at that news. But one of the people that was not rejoicing, and of course, was Shannon Sharpe, who was a staunch LeBron James supporter. But one of the things I talked about yesterday was how we got to this point. How did Russell Westbrook go from before he joined the Lakers to averaging career high in rebounds and assists and averaging a triple-double to now becoming a guy that's a mid-level guy that people are just that people were disparaging for years? To the point where you had to go to the Clippers and you had other players out there making it their business to try to rehabilitate his image after what was done to him during his time playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, right? So I was going through the internet and I came across a clip here from Bomani Jones. And Bomani Jones was essentially talking about the fact that Dave McMenamin has always secretly had a close connection with LeBron James going back years. So for those of you who never heard this, want to play what Bomani had to say here, and then want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Bomani Jones here.
Number 3, Ryan Berry didn't say the best part. Dave McMenamin came out with a report. And I like Dave, but you need to understand that when Dave covered the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron had 3 guys in the media that he referred to as his 3 wives. I think it was McMenamin, Chris Haynes, and Joe Varden. That is no shade to those guys, but LeBron said that out loud in front of people. Okay.
And that was 10 years ago, and McMenamin moved his life from Cleveland to Los Angeles, and that was 8 years ago.
Yeah, it's more like McMenamin moved his life from Los Angeles to Cleveland. and then thank God he didn't have to do that anymore.
Good point.
But anyway, I'm just saying Dave McMenamin is a reporter who has a standing relationship with LeBron. Okay. McMenamin comes out and says, hey, man, you got to wonder, right, if LeBron's not going to be out with this sciatica and watching the Lakers, seeing how they perform, and then making decisions about what he's going to do. You don't run nothing no more, man. What? He gonna decide if he wants to go somewhere else. You gonna wind up getting traded to Milwaukee. Like, why are you doing this?
So you heard what Bomani had to say. After he said that, I then remembered, I said, wait a minute. It all makes sense now. You remember when Dave McMenamin went on ESPN, and I think Malika Andrews was there that day. I think Ramona Shelburne was also on the panel, where he said, Russell Westbrook is a vampire, a blood-sucking vampire in the locker room. And a lot of us were like, wait, did this guy just call Russell Westbrook a vampire? For those of you who don't remember that, take a listen to what Dave McMenamin said about Russell Westbrook on ESPN about 2 years ago. And I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to him here.
And I am joined by the best Lakers and Clippers and LA-based reporters in the business, Dave McMenamin, Brian Windhorst, Ramona Shelburne. Dave, I want to start with you because so many folks were calling for an end to the marriage between the Lakers and Russell Westbrook long before it happened. Why now?
Well, this was the time to do it. Russell Westbrook was not going to be part of the team after this summer when his contract expired. And also when his contract came off the books, the Lakers would have less money to deal with in the free agency period this summer. So you had to do it if you wanted to get those pieces you could have part of the team moving forward. You get younger, you got shooting, you got switchable defenders. And as one source told me, you remove a vampire from the locker room. That meaning a vampire sucks the blood out of the locker room. Russell Westbrook moves on.
A vampire out of the locker room, Ramona.
So you heard Dave McMenamin. Let's put the pieces together. Dave McMenamin is a close friend with one of the people that LeBron feels comfortable speaking to. Bomani Jones just exposes that. Things are falling apart in LA. It's not working out. You need a scapegoat. Russell Westbrook gets turned into the scapegoat. And then you have Dave McMenamin go on ESPN and call Russell Westbrook a vampire. A vampire. I had never heard anything like that before, but it all makes sense now. Y'all think it's a game when people say that whenever things don't go well around this guy, it's always his teammates. There's a reason why Kevin Durant said the environment that surrounds that guy is toxic. And now it was a hit piece on Russell Westbrook. They made it their business to destroy. There's no surprise why when Russell Westbrook returned to LA as a Clipper, he didn't shake LeBron. We all knew the game. Even Anthony Davis has a video of him giving LeBron James the middle finger in that Dallas Mavericks game when they first met because AD felt like son knew about it. How many dudes need to get snaked? They wanted the guy there. He gets there. Things don't work out. And then they now leave all of the blame on his shoulder. All of it. Did you hear LeBron defend Westbrook at any point? Did you see him run up on any reporter the way he ran up on Stephen A. Smith talking about, oh, why are you talking about my teammates like that? Of course not. He sat back. When they spoke about Bronny, he would run up on your face about that because that affects him directly. But since it don't affect him directly, you just leave it. Okay, leave him to the dogs. Let the wolves take care of him. And that's essentially what happened. They worked in unison to destroy this guy's reputation. Patrick Beverley is asking what happened. You know what happened. Y'all are running around asking dumbass questions like y'all don't know what happened. You know what happened. You know where it's coming from. You know what's being said on the streets, bro. You know. You're talking about the Lakers. Who in the Lakers? The janitor? Who? The water boy? The accountant? Who? Put some names on it. You already know what it is. You already know what time it is. But everybody gonna act like they don't know what they talking about. And then you got other dudes running around the internet talking about, man, why you were talking about LeBron James? I mean, why don't you like him? For reasons like this. Next question, please. Next question. We all know this. The Wizards didn't even want Westbrook to leave. Every other team he went to, they loved him. They loved him. The Clippers, they loved him. Denver, Nikola Jokic was the one that requested him. He didn't leave Denver because they didn't want him. He left Denver because they said they weren't going to give him any more minutes, not because they didn't love him. Not because he was a vampire. Why wasn't I looking at Paul George and Kawhi Leonard? Why weren't they hold the holes in their neck where the blood was pouring out since he a blood-sucking vampire? Why is it that the only time I heard this about Russell Westbrook is when he played with LeBron James? Everybody else he played with, I never heard this except when he played with Duke. He go play with this dude, all of a sudden he a blood-sucking vampire. And these be the same mofo, man. You don't go back to black man. You don't like the black man. You don't like the black man. Wait, Russell Westbrook ain't black, huh? He ain't black, huh? Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. It makes sense now. It all makes sense now. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And we'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.